Hello and welcome to Around the Diocese. I'm Father Sight here with your local news source for what's happening around our diocese and beyond. This is your January 27th edition. This week we are happy to bring you Mercy in Action, Francis House, St. Marianne Cope, Media Minute, and a preview of this week's Catholic Sun. So let's get started. Mercy in Action. In order to extend God's mercy in an authentic Catholic way, we need to first encounter it. This week, why not try encountering God's mercy by fasting from judging others? And don't forget to celebrate the sacrament of penance regularly, especially if it's been a while. As Pope Francis likes to remind us, God never tires of forgiving us, even when we are sorry for not being sorry. How awesome is that? For more information on this Jubilee Year of Mercy, check out our diocesan website and also our social media campaign, #MercyEncountered, #MercyExtended. Up next, Francis House. 2016 is a special year for Francis House. This year, they are celebrating 25 years of caring for those with terminal illnesses in our community. Let's take a look at all of the wonderful things that the Sisters of St. Francis and the many volunteers who help them do for the patients and their families.
We are about providing a wonderful, loving home for people who are at the end of life and an extended family to assist families and to be the family for those who are dying here at Francis House. So our mission really is to provide the unconditional love of God, which is no easy task when we say unconditional. Isn't that how we all would love to be loved? But that's our goal, is to love our residents unconditionally, no matter what, in these last weeks or months of life that they are here with us at Francis House.
The one thing Francis House is not is a facility. We are a home and a private home, and everything we've done here within the walls of our house is to make it as much like a person's home as it could possibly be. The houses were built and set up so that they are completely accessible for anyone. There are no stairs. Everyone can go easily from their room, if they're able to the great room. Each house has a big kitchen, a great room, like a big living room, and access to the outdoors, a terrace or a porch, so that a resident or their family can also enjoy the outside by being outside the house.
Isn't it important for all of us to know that we're loved right to the end of life? And for some people, I think it's a bridge, because if they can accept love here at Francis House from our staff and volunteers, how much more ready they will be to accept the overwhelming love of God that they will experience on the other side of life.
What a powerful ministry to the sick and dying. Thanks to all who support the great work of Francis House. Next, St. Marianne Cope. This past Saturday was her feast day. The St. Marianne Cope Shrine and Museum, located at St. Joseph's Hospital, celebrated with an open house that featured local community organizations. The celebration highlighted the many ways that one can give.
Basically, we stood back and said, what would she like us to do on her feast day? And if we can talk people into giving, learning about their community, learning about the organizations out there that are doing wonderful things every single day, and finding a way to help in any way. And that's not just money, that's time, talent, volunteering. It could be donating objects that they need. Paper towels for Joseph's House was a desperate need. And if we can help in any way, that's I think, why we're here. And if we can be a resource to local organizations, that's even better.
St. Marianne Cope, pray for us. Nicole Chenet now brings us this week's Media Minute.
On today's Media Minute, we're introducing you to a fantastic mobile messaging app called Remind. Remind is a communication tool that can be used in schools, ministries, and parishes, and instantly connects you to your audience with quick, simple messages. Remind works just like texting and can be used on any device, including mobile phones. The best part, it keeps your number private, so your audience never sees your personal mobile number, and you never see theirs. Remind is free to use, and you can sign up in a matter of seconds. You can even schedule messages to be sent later, helping you stay organized and saving you time. To learn more, visit remind.com.
Thank you, Nicole. Finally, Catherine Long gives us a special preview of what you can find in this week's Catholic Sun.
Thanks, Father. This week, the Catholic Sun brings you coverage from the March for Life, takes you inside Joseph's house, and introduces you to a Catholic of the Year. Watch your mailboxes starting Thursday, and be sure to visit thecatholicsun.com every day for the latest local, national, and international Catholic news.
Thank you, Catherine. Be sure to check out more on the St. Marianne Cope Shrine and Museum at the end of our show. Until next time, I'm Father Sight, and remember, God is doing great things in each of us and all around our diocese. Like St. Marianne Cope, strive to be a saint. Thanks for joining us.
We are at the new St. Marianne Cope Shrine and Museum here on the St. Joseph's campus in Syracuse, which is a perfect place to open this beautiful space on the campus of the hospital that she helped to start 145 years ago. What you'll see is the story of her life, starting from when she immigrated from Germany all the way through to her time on Kalapapa in Hawaii, working with the leprosy patients. Beyond her death, we also are providing information on the beatification and the canonization. We have wonderful photographs of the sisters going to Rome for both. And we also are helping to tell the story of the Sisters of St. Francis, how they started and how they became what they are today. The story begins with Barbara Koob, that was her original born name, and when she came to the U.S. with her family, they lived in Utica, and when they became citizens of the U.S., the last name was changed to Cope. So what you'll see is that evolution of names, and then also her taking on the name of Marianne when she entered the community. It's basically chronological around the room. You can see the steps that she took in helping the community and helping the community make things, their community, make things better for the whole community. Just like the sisters have throughout all their time, they looked around, saw what was needed, and created things to fulfill those needs. They created, here in Syracuse, they created hospitals in central New York to take care of everybody, not just the people who could afford it. And that's one of the best things about being here at St. Joseph's, as that is the hospital that was established to serve everyone in the community, and it didn't matter religion, race, economic status. It really represents the whole meaning of the sisters and everything that they've done all along the way, right here in this space. The second gallery is a wonderful place because it totally changes in atmosphere when you enter it. At that point, you're entering Kalapapa and you're following their journey into this remote peninsula off of the Hawaiian island, Molokai. And not only are you feeling kind of the separation and the isolation, but also the beauty that the sisters brought to the patients and to the island. I hope that in some way she's relatable, that it's not just St. Marianne Cope, that people can see her as a person that they can relate to, who's taking the initiative to do things for others. It can be that simple. It seems to me it can be that simple that they can see that she was an ordinary person doing extraordinary things. And just like we are all ordinary people, we can make a choice every single day to do an extraordinary thing or not.